Alright, today we're going to be learning what 1, 4, and 5 are and how to figure those out in different keys in the key of C, A, G, E, and D. And then you're going to be practicing those chords, those 5 chords, caged chords, plus your F and your B7. Okay? So these are the 5 keys that are probably the most popular that are played on guitar. And because they start with these nice open chords, C, or A, or G, or E, or D. So all we have to be able to do is remember the word caged, okay, and you can remember the 5 most popular keys, and then you need to be able to count to 5, which I hope we can do, and then be able to count through our alphabet in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, F, G, and then after G is going to be A again, so A, B, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G. Alright, so here, let's just get started and I'll show you what I mean. We're going to use the song Wild Thing and play it in 5 different keys. We're going to use this to practice our, our chords here. And there's going to be one really, really cool thing, which is something I always talk to my students about, the float and squeeze, but we're going to be using that right inside of the song. So it's kind of part of the song. So let's get started. Let's do the key of C. Okay, so we've got make a C chord, okay, and then count to 5. If C is 1, C, D, E, F, and G will be our 4th and our 5th chord. So 1, 4, and 5, C, D, E, F, and G. So we'll play a C chord, and then to play an F chord, just put your pinky down underneath your 3rd finger on the 4th string, and then take your 2nd finger and move it down to the G string, which is the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then we're going to be muting the high E string and the low E string. So you just let your 1st finger kind of touch that, just roll it kind of down. Right? So that's going to be our 4th chord, and then our 5th chord will be G. Alright, so let's just play Wild Thing. F, G, F, C. Now I want you to go. Alright, so see how I strummed a nothing. Then a C, then nothing, then a C. And what we're doing is we're floating the chord shape. So see, I'm making the chord, but then I'm floating it above the strings, not bringing my fingers all the way straight, just floating it up and bringing it back down. Because the trick to transitioning between chords really fast is just before you get there, you're actually making the chord. Here's D, here's E. See, I've already made the chord. Or say little tricky things like bar chords. Here's my B minor, G, D, C, bum. That's how we get there so fast, is because we can make them kind of in the air just before you get to it. Alright, so Wild Thing is always 1, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4. Alright, so in this case it's going to be C, F, G, F, F. Alright, so C, F, and G. You'll notice my thumb is way hanging over here because I'm muting the low E string. Alright, and that's a great way to practice your C chord. Alright, so let's do the key of A. It'll be A, B, C, D, and E. D is 4, and E is 5. So here we go. Now let's do the key of G. So G. G is going to be our 1. G, A, B, C, and D. And it's okay if my thumb is there because my third finger is in front of it. Now let's do the key of E. And this is where B7 is going to come into play. So we're going to go, we got an E chord, and then we go E, F, G, A, B. And instead of just playing B, which is real hard, which is a bar chord here, we're going to do a B7, which allows us to do kind of some, it's a semi-open chord here. So we're going to go 1 to the 4, which is A, to the B7, which bring your pinky down one string, second finger up one string, and then put your first finger on the 4th string, first fret, the D string. Alright, and we mute that E string, either with this finger sitting up kind of high, or the thumb coming over the top. So it'll be and that's more the original key that the song was in. So it sounds good in the key of E. And then last but not least, we got D. Okay, so we're going to do D. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Alright, so really practice that float and squeeze there. So you're floating it up, and then you bring it down and squeeze the chord, then you float it, and then you squeeze it. Alright, so I hope that you found this useful. So what we went through was C, A, G, E, and D, and then we added 2 extra chords here, the F chord, which I call this the easy E shape for the F, and then B7. Alright, enjoy.